Welcome back to the Gambl'n Garage with Zach, Max, and I looked at both of you at the opposite time. Welcome to it. We are at week 8 in the NFL and week 9 in college, so it is getting real. And college basketball started. GG's on a little heater there. But let's first celebrate last week's parlay, right? We had 2 bangers. I mean, absolute bangers. We went plus 900 on one.
Yeah.
Yep. And then what was the other? Plus 1,000?
11, I think.
Yeah, 1,100. So if you had bet $100 on both of those parlays, you'd have made about 2 G's, which is pretty cool. But again, welcome to the GG.
No big deal.
Again, welcome to the GG. 8 for 8. That is awesome, actually.
Yeah.
But let's take a shot. Let's take a little
it.
shot ski,
So
little parlay.
and we explained though, like when we win a parlay, this shot ski is going to be an integral part of this podcast. Hopefully, we use it a lot.
Because if we are, that means you're winning.
That
and
means
I'm
you're
winning.
winning money. That means you're winning the cash. You want us to take these shots.
That's right.
All right.
Well,
Oh man, I'll be honest, boys. I'm not a huge shot guy.
Me
And
neither.
I'm kind of terrified because you guys are also taller than me, and so this height difference is. Oh, this is gonna be a shit.
I'd
show.
rather just sit.
This should be entertaining.
Sit and hit
hey,
that.
Y'all
wait,
are getting
You gotta
noisy.
sit down
give
and
me
hit
a-
it
give me
like
a
a
chaser.
Slurpee.
I need a chaser. I'm sorry.
Let me slurp it.
I'm gonna be a big old bitch.
If you watch me slurp this,
Watch
never
the slurp.
mind.
Watch the slurp, son.
All right, boys. Timing's got to be on
All right,
here.
all right.
Okay,
You're
come on.
telling me.
I'm ready to take a shot of liquor.
All
All right, you ready, pal? 1, 2, 3.
Man, that bullet rye.
Oh,
Bullet rye. Bullet rye will get you.
Fuck the bullet ride. I'm
Can I
a.
see that chaser again?
fuck you. Let me get it a little more.
Man, if this ain't entertaining, I don't know what is.
Oh, we are men. All right, is the podcast over?
Sorry.
Oh, Henry's got the sweats going.
Don't y'all want us to hit these parlays so you can see this every week?
We're done with that.
Oh,
Next parlay, I'm getting a bottle of Whistling Pig, is what I like on the rocks. That's good stuff.
Good job, boys. Good job on the parlay this week.
Wow. I feel like I'm back in college when you get the knots in your stomach. Little hot saliva sweats, and you're like, man, I might be fucked up. But
We are
it's
of
not where I'm
age.
at. We're past that age. I feel old at this point in my life.
We are old.
Are we?
We are old. Unfortunately, we're there.
I'm 37.
You're not 30.
No.
Max is 37.
I'm 30.
I'm 21.
Oh, fuck me, man.
I didn't eat today.
Want this Coca-Cola?
Oh,
I do.
oh. I even chased, dude. I feel like a huge bitch.
We bet sports. We don't drink too often.
Yeah, I'm actually not a big alcohol guy. We got buddies in AA.
We do live in Colorado, so there's other activities we can partake in.
I don't do that either.
Me neither.
All right. No.
Oh my god, hit that, buddy. That's like fucking heaven. That's a cold Coca-Cola. I love a polar bear. Quick update. While we're streaming this today, I'm really sorry for like the 2-3 minute pause that you just listened to. Really am.
Thank you for sticking with us.
But if you're winning and you're willing to listen to that, then let's be honest. That's where we need to be.
That's right.
Yeah, you're riding with us, and we appreciate that.
And we're dying because, again, we're not
Here.
big alkies.
We do this for you.
I'm just gonna set this.
Get that the
over-
fuck out
over
of
here.
here. I don't want to see it. I don't want to be it. We are not sponsored Bullet Bourbon ever. So don't fucking ask. Let's get rolling here.
Yeah, we should plan this out more so we have like a better shot to take. next time.
Yeah, I told
Bullet
you.
ride?
Whistle
Y'all are
Pig.
hating on the bullet ride?
I mean, to be fair, I'm using it as an excuse because I will hit on everything.
It's
But
one of
it,
my favorite whiskeys right there.
I mean, I'm not a huge whiskey guy. Unless it's like in an old fashioned.
Yeah.
Love an old fashioned.
An old
I
fashioned.
do like an old
Those are
fashioned.
some good shit. But alright, so back to what you guys came for.
Yeah. Let's get
Yeah,
rolling.
yeah. Let's Henry, what do we got?
All right, first game we're going to talk about this week is going to be ECU at Cincinnati.
Dude, you're kidding. I'm
Cincinnati.
not recording the audio.
Please tell me all that's on tape, though.
It's all on tape.
Hell yeah. Cut.
All right.
Cut.
No. Keep going.
Let's
we're
go
going.
watch the last bit of basketball.
No, we're going. Keep this on. I'm keeping this in, too.
We're rolling.
I'm keeping this in, dude. Yeah, I wasn't
We are
recording
rolling.
audio. So this. All right, and hold on.
All right.
Now
Well,
we are officially
you could probably hear us a little better.
up and running.
You could probably hear us a little better.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry, dude. The fucking shot rattled me, man.
We love.
I give good picks. I'm not a multitasker.
Well, let me pick something for you. Shut the fuck up. Let's get rolling. I got
All right.
ECU at Cincinnati. Cincinnati -5, under 51.5. I'm going to start off with Zach. What do you got?
Yeah, this game I like the under. I mean Cincinnati just has not impressed me a lot. ECU has had a few good games, a few bad games. I'll probably stay away from the spread, but I do like the under in this. I think 51's a lot of points for these two teams, and I think at home I'd probably take Cincy, but I'll take the under.
Alrighty. I don't know much about either of these two teams, but I do know ECU had that win against Virginia Tech when Marcus Vick was playing. And based on that information alone, Marcus Vick, what's he doing right now?
Prison.
Yeah, I think, probably push-ups, pull-ups.
Yeah,
Sure, I'm
working
sure
out in the
he's-
yard.
Yeah.
He's either jacked
Yeah.
or fat.
Oh,
Like,
he's
eating
jacked.
Big Macs or
He's
he's
jacked.
fucking ironing out.
He's a Vic. He's jacked. But yeah, I don't know much about this game, but just on my historical bias, I'm gonna take ECU. The Pirates, baby.
Yeah, honestly, have you ever seen the video where he's like, "We will win. This is ECU. This is East Carolina University. We don't lose. We do whatever we got to do." And that's one of my favorite like little clips. So therefore, I'm actually taking ECU plus 5.5. What do you got going on, Mags?
Just reframing.
That was me clapping. That way we can get that shit back on. But
Henry heard the clap once and thinks like for every like that we only need to do it once.
whatever.
But I appreciate your effort.
Yeah, I'm trying. But I do know that ECU played NC State really close, first game of the year. Cincinnati is wishy-washy this season, played UCF close. UCF, Gus Malzahn and the boys, did they end up winning that, right?
I did.
They did. And I think Cincinnati's really, really going to struggle with ECU. I think ECU, if you could take them at plus 7.5, it might put your, lines a little skewed, maybe minus 180, 200. But a touchdown against Cincy, at Cincy, I love it, honestly. ECU's rolling. Yeah. So with that being said, I'm going to roll right in. Southeastern Conference matchup. LSU, who just beat Alabama in a fucking close one, is playing Arkansas at home. LSU's -3 on the road there. Over under 62. What do you got?
I mean, I'll take this because this is my college lock. I'll take this first, I should say. But this is my college lock. I think like Arkansas just lost. We had part of the parlay last week was Liberty plus 14.5.
Yep.
And they beat a money line.
Yep.
And so Arkansas, they don't know what the fuck they're doing. And I know like some people might expect a little like letdown after an emotional win against Alabama last week. They're on the road. I don't understand why this. I think that's why this line is so low. And LSU's only favored by 3. But this seems like a no-brainer. And I'm undefeated. So let's keep riding.
Let him keep riding.
Can't argue with that. Cannot argue with that. This game, I love LSU in this game. I think they should be at least a touchdown favorite. Arkansas has not impressed me as much as I try as hard as I can to ride with Sam Pittman and the coach.
Well,
we talked about it last
That's a weird
week.
line, guys. I really don't understand where the -3 is coming from. Because Arkansas, like you just said, my lock of the week last week was Liberty plus 14.5. I even said sugar it up on some money line. Hope you did. I was like plus 800. But with that being said, they lost by 2 touchdowns. Arkansas did to a Liberty team. And then you got LSU, who just is riding high, beat Alabama.
And if LSU wins
Why
out,
are they -3?
if LSU wins out, they're going to the college playoff.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I think it's a little bit of both. I think it's Vegas is thinking Arkansas is pissed off because they just lost to Liberty.
Yeah, I can see
They're
that.
playing at home. Last week was their homecoming. They lost, so they're coming back at home, playing a team that just had a huge win, biggest win of the season, biggest win in a couple years at LSU. Hoping for a letdown. So I think it's a little bit of both. But I think Brian Kelly, I'm actually riding with Brian Kelly. I think Brian Kelly is firing on all cylinders right now.
He's back. He's trying to be
And
back.
he has got that team rolling. So I do not think a letdown. I think their quarterback, Jalen Daniels, is if they didn't lose to FSU the first game, Jalen Daniels would be in the Heisman conversation right now because the only team they've lost to is Tennessee. And they got blown out by Tennessee. But again, that was also early in the season. So, yeah, I think Vegas is buying in too much of the past on these teams and not looking at the present day in these teams. And LSU should work them. Arkansas is not good. They had did they lose to BYU or did they beat BYU?
Arkansas beat the shit out of BYU. And then Liberty beat the shit out of them the week after. Then Liberty beat the shit out of Arkansas. So the whole thing to me is just weird because now you got an LSU laying 3 points. The week after slaying Goliath of college football.
Yeah, not Goliath though.
One of the
Normally.
Goliaths. I'm saying
Not, but I think we can all agree
They might
that
not be
this
the same
is
Bama.
not
No.
this is not the same Bama.
No, they lost. I think people look at the Texas. We'll get into this TCU game actually here in a second. I'm going to roll straight to it, because simply I think people give Texas when they played Alabama within one, right? Is Bama that good? Because is that where you're finding the -7 for Texas this weekend? So I'm lost in that whole realm of both of these games.
Yeah.
But I would take LSU just because they look good. Florida State, they should have beat. Let's be real. They like the whole PAT thing. Like, wow, we hit big that night. And we were at the
did,
casino.
at the casino.
I won like $3,500 in a night, like playing roulette and gambling on this LSU game. Yeah. So,
Ride that luck fucking train, man. That's awesome.
yeah. But where are you at on this?
On
LSU?
what? Dude, what do you mean where am I at? That's my college lock. LSU -3.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm rolling with LSU too.
I'm rolling with LSU
the
too.
only
That
other
worries me.
thing that scares me about this game, it's not at night. LSU loves to get up for their night games. Arkansas is used to playing those day games.
They do, but I think it's different though because. Oh, all right. Henry explain because we both just. Henry just so rudely interrupted us, but now explain
We're
what
going
you
to
were
move
just
on
showing
here
us.
to the TCU Texas.
Okay.
But before that, let's talk about we're recording midweek
Wednesday.
and that's why we will update all the games with injuries, stuff like that, on our Instagram. So make sure you're following. But I'm actually got a lot of money right now on the Davidson Wildcats out of Davidson, North Carolina. Great little small school, right? To win a game.
We don't need a real estate report.
Money
Just
line on a
talk about
comeback.
the game.
They were down by -21 at one point, and I put 200 on them to win 1,900. So what we're looking at is a 79-79 game.
Hell yeah.
With no time on the clock. So I'm thinking maybe overtime or someone hit a shot to win. So I'll follow up there later in the chat. But
Who told you to take
great
that?
opportunity. I did a little bit of research. I know
But
my
who
major
pushed you
college
over the
basketball.
edge?
Max did push me over the edge tonight to take on money line. I'm not a big money line
Big
guy,
brain. Big brain.
but I love it. I
No,
also got him
yeah.
plus 10, so I'm guaranteed 1,000 at this point, I think. So let's see what happens.
Unless it's OT and they lose by 11.
Bad beat. That's what I would call that. But
God damn.
college basketball, we can hop into that a little bit because we got some big games Friday. But let's keep rolling here, guys. I
Yeah.
got TCU at Texas. Like I said before, we went on our little Davidson spiel. Wildcat basketball. Remember, after tonight, you're going to remember because it's going to be highlighted a lot. But Texas -7, hosting TCU with over under of 65.
I'll just start off simple. I will take TCU with a free touchdown any day of the week.
Yeah, there's somewhere there that we are not seeing as viewers.
Like I said, we might be idiots, which we are, but like what? Why is Texas? I get it. They're in Austin, but a touchdown?
In Austin, night game. TCU doesn't have their leading wide receiver, Quentin
But-
Johnson or something like
But
that.
I think they have
what
enough
time's the
weapons.
game?
Night game in
Under the
Austin.
lights. Wow.
With all that being said, give me TCU plus the touchdown because TCU is good. I think a lot of people are expecting them ranked top 4, immediate letdown. We see that a lot with these teams that weren't even close to the top 4 at the beginning.
You've been saying TCU's going to slip one.
And I do not think it's this game.
Me neither.
But maybe me neither. So that's worrying.
Probably is.
So it probably is. I might, dude. That might have just switched my pick. I'm not even fucking kidding.
I think Max Duggan is good, man, and he's good. And Sonny Dykes has got that team rolling. They've got to be hyped up to stay in the top 4. They win the Big 12, they're in. That's the best motivation you can have. So Texas, I mean, they're good. They're wishy-washy. Their running back is one of the best in the country. TCU with a touchdown, give it to me.
Yeah, and I would agree, but now like it seems this feels like a trap. You know, yeah. I mean, it's not even that much of a trap since you said it's a night game in Austin. Number 1 wide receiver's out.
Yeah, but you don't put up 43 points a game with one wide receiver.
That's what I'm like.
He's got 4 touchdowns this year.
4?
They've put up a lot more than 4 touchdowns.
Yeah.
He only has 4?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck that, dude. Yeah. TCU all day.
They spread the ball. Yeah.
TCU all day. Jesus Christ.
Here's where I'm at. And this is where I'll finish this off is no homo. I don't understand exactly why Texas is favored other than the fact that they are over concealing how good Alabama might be because they don't have any other impressive really wins other than a close game with Bama.
Do you think this is a Saban this is a conspiracy theory? Do you think they're doing it to make Bama seem better?
Yeah. I think that's a great point. But Texas does. They beat Kansas State. They didn't shut out Oklahoma.
You think they're pumping? You think they're pumping up the other teams that beat or that are close that got close to beating Bama to make Bama seem better?
They got to. At this
the
point.
Committee loves Nick Saban. Loves Alabama. They're going to do everything in their power.
With 2 losses,
10, 9 or 10.
Still in the top.
Dude,
10.
someone needs to dig. Some investigative journalist needs to dig into this because that's
heard it here first.
That's ridiculous.
I agree.
But all right, so we're all on TCU.
Yep.
Let's ride with TCU, and honestly, I'm going to skip right to it. One of my favorite games this week, mainly because it's my alma mater, Zach's alma mater, Appalachian State at Marshall. Zach, go ahead. You know my thoughts here. Let's roll.
This game is prime for App State to catch the dub. Yeah. App State has not looked great this season. Every year.
We haven't.
Yeah, every year Henry and I, we come into the season, we're like, all right, this is App State's year, win the Sun Belt, finish ranked, be that mid-major story. And this year they've lost 3 games, which is not a good year for App.
No. And what's funny is we still made a lot of ESPN time for the first time in 4 or 5 years, and it's like, we're not even as good as we usually are, guys.
And it is at Marshall, which is the one sketchy thing. But I think Marshall beating Notre Dame with the way Notre Dame is looking now, people are riding with that way too much. But Notre Dame's a completely different team than what they were week 2 or 3, whatever week that was.
Week 1 against Ohio State.
Completely different team now. They figured it out. And Marshall they can't put up points. That's why the total is 47.5.
Yeah.
I think App State puts up 40.
App State can hang some points. You got to keep up with the scoring. And on top of that, 4 losses to Appalachian State football is a lot.
Yeah.
We have a lot of players for a mid-major school in the league. And honestly, Marshall's always trying to keep it low scoring and within, 7 to 14 points the whole game, even when we beat them. So the under there looks good unless you get a Bryce who just balls out.
Yeah.
And you could get that out of App. But I'm telling you, -1 to me is a fringe lock. It is a fringe lock of the week.
Yeah.
See, but
you gotta remember, Marshall's already getting +3 technically by Vegas.
And at least Marshall's at home, so they're not going to have to get on a plane. So you know that they're not going to have another plane crash where the whole team dies.
Wow. fucking momentum. Fucking.
So
squeezer.
that's that.
That's a good thing for
I mean,
him, I guess.
that kind of makes me want to take Marshall. I think I got to go the other way here.
That made me check the game, and Davidson's up 81-79 in overtime.
Let's go, Cats.
Pay attention.
No, but seriously, Marshall doesn't have to get on a plane. They don't have to worry about their whole team dying. I'm taking Marshall.
They might watch the movie to hype him up a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah, a
before
little
the
Matthew
game.
McConaughey action,
Yeah.
right? He was the one that. No,
It was Matthew
Wait,
McConaughey.
yeah,
You're right.
yeah,
You're right.
yeah,
Big
okay.
brain. Big brain.
PG-13, amigos.
yeah,
App State by 50.
and no plane crash.
Roll Nears.
I mean, honestly, if you want to sprinkle some, like Max would say, sprinkle it. I like minus all the way up to -6.5.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I'm thinking we win by a touchdown against these boys, and we show them, hey, like 4 losses on our schedule. We played some 4 fucking teams that kicked our ass because they're good. And
Yeah,
look at the people they've lost to. The only one that isn't good technically is Texas A&M right now.
Oh, we lost to Texas State. They're not good.
Right, but I'm saying, look at Texas. Yeah, you're right. Those two. Fucking
No plane crash.
State of Texas.
That's all we
lose
gotta
to
worry about.
Texas State, but beat Texas A&M.
Yeah, what the fuck is
Jimbo Fisher, get your shit together, pal.
All right, we spend way too much time on App State and Marshall.
All right, I'll roll through then. I told you, alumni, love the game. Lock it up.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
Yep. All right, let's roll on. Let's go over to the Pac-12, which honestly, a lot this week has cracked me up because it's so hard to find a Pac-12 basketball game. What the fuck? Do you not want us to watch your conference's fucking athletics? Jeez, I can fucking watch ESPN Ocho Cinco up in that bitch easier than I can Pac-12. However, Washington at Oregon minus 13.5, over under 72.5. They put up points. What do you got?
This game, man, I don't know. I mean, I kind of want to take the over because it's a lot of points and they put up points. We talked about it last week. Bo Nix is good. He's in the Heisman race now.
At Oregon rolls. I'm hammering Oregon.
At
here.
Oregon.
I think
Washington-
I'm hammering Oregon here. Washington hasn't been doing shit
They
recently.
haven't. But Penix can put up points,
He can.
and when he's on, he's on.
Hot.
But, yeah, 13.5. I love that half point. Give me Oregon.
We talked about it last week, though. Like, Bo Nix at home, I'm done doubting
Yeah.
him. Like,
Yeah.
I wanted to
He's
hate
a
him.
plug.
I've been wanting to hate
Yeah.
him so much. I'm done doing it. I'm on the Bo Nix train.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Yep.
But fuck Bo Nix, but, like, make me some money.
Yeah, Oregon minus 13.5. Great play there. I'm going to actually hop on the plane here, and I'm going to fly into good old Raleigh-Durham area. I got a little bit of Carolina at Wake Forest. Wake Forest minus 3.5, over under of 77. We talked about this before recording. Wow, love this game. Tell us why, Max.
Wait, I wasn't listening. What'd you say?
Tell us why, Zach.
All right.
Wow,
I'll
God,
tell
I
you
got
why. I will
frog.
tell you why. I don't love this game.
What?
I think
Still not
it's-
aware of what
it's
game we're
You
talking
guys
about.
might be liars.
It's really hard for me not to take the over 77 and 77.
Wait, he really didn't fucking know. I just said
No,
Carolina.
but I was thinking about something else, and I just wasn't listening to you. Like, that's normally the case.
Time out on
to
the
be honest.
podcast. What the fuck were you thinking about?
I don't know.
We talked about my brain last week. We already know I got issues.
No.
What's yours?
No, I have my issues. You're not the only one with issues here.
Yeah,
I have
you
a
look like the
personal
guy
life,
on
too.
South Park.
Yeah. So, no, all right. Now that I know we're talking about UNC Wake, I'm taking Wake because just for the simple fact that I know that UNC can't stop a fucking nosebleed.
Wake screwed me. I bet Wake against Louisville
So you're making your
Another-
pick out of bias.
pretty much. I do like Sam Hartman. Sam Hartman is a good kid, good quarterback.
Good kid. Good
But
kid.
I think Drake May,
Great kid.
Mac Brown, UNC, they should win. I also like the over. We talked about this pre-show. The over
We
has
did.
hit. It's gone over 100 points the last 2 years.
I think just in a 77-point over, like, you almost have to do it just being like, don't hammer it maybe. But even, like you said, they went over 100, so maybe these are the two
Yeah.
teams that you can hammer it on. But, like, 77, you're just like, fuck, man, I just want to bet this just to see if it happens.
It's a fun game to bet if you
Yeah.
bet the over. And it
yeah.
goes,
Yeah, you're like, dude, why not?
and I also feel like Vegas is begging people to take the under. They're like, we'll set this
Yes.
over as high as possible.
Yes.
They really are.
And then both teams, it'll be
That's got to be the highest of the week,
58
right?
to Gotta be.
That's 11 tutties.
It'll be 58-52
You want to talk about tutties?
UNC.
SMU Houston.
Over 130 points.
Where are you going, Henry?
Bathroom break.
Bathroom break.
We're live, folks.
All right. We're starting the Colorado winter right now, and Henry's also not wearing shoes, so that's an interesting choice. But all right, I mean, keep talking. We don't have to cut it. Fuck Henry.
I mean, yeah. UNC for me, they have the offense. They don't have the defense, which is why I like the total.
Yeah.
But their offense is good, man. That quarterback, I think,
is he being considered for the Heisman?
Well, he's a true freshman.
Did I see some like he's not
Probably because
like,
that offense is putting up points.
He might not be like a top guy, but like I've heard just on like looking on Twitter and stuff, of like his name being thrown around, be like, hey, why is this dude not being spoken of?
I think
more?
he should be. And Wake, I saw something earlier. Sam Hartman has 9 turnovers in his last 6 quarters of football. Oh. Before that, he had 3 turnovers all season. Then he played Louisville, and then whoever they played last week, or I don't know, but 9 turnovers in the last 6 quarters.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
It's gonna be.
I think it's a little bit of a bounce back for Sam Hartman, but yeah, a shootout just like you were saying, and I think Carolina can cover that.
Me too. I think Carolina wins with ease. I would sprinkle the money line. I would honestly play -6.5 Carolina.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mac Brown, 'tis the season. The ACC wants something more than Clemson right now.
Yeah.
They've been setting it up. Clemson lost to Notre Dame. Notre Dame is a little better than we thought. But
say that again.
So Clemson.
No, say that Notre Dame.
Notre Dame.
He loves it.
Just say it slow and clear.
Notre Dame.
So you say Notre.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Just checking. All right.
I'm Southern.
Notre Dame.
With that being said, I think Carolina's year is this year. They might win the ACC championship. Great future bet. Plus 640.
Dark horse for a college football playoff.
Dark horse for a college football playoff at plus 2,700.
Also, #1 team in college basketball right now. Go Heels.
Yeah, well, they struggled the other night.
They did. They'll figure it out. Their offense will figure it out. They got too good of a team.
Yeah. But let's roll back in. Now we're going to go to your alma mater, Max. Bryant's not with us this week. Still sick. Hopefully he gets better. But him and Max both attended Iowa State, and
roll clones, baby.
They are going to Oklahoma
we want Bama.
State. ISU is actually -1.5 on the road. Over under 48.5. What do you got?
I mean, I think Oklahoma State rolls. Iowa State's look like shit. I want to say, like, if we weren't favored by 1.5, I would love us. But we Iowa State usually performs better as dogs. And so I don't like the fact that we're favored. I don't really understand why. I know that Oklahoma State has had some struggles, but like, dude, like we have sucked. Iowa State has sucked in the past few. Like, we almost beat Texas. And a lot of people, like a lot of Cyclones fans know, like we always get up for like one game that we're not supposed to win, but this isn't really that game. Like Oklahoma State's not that like good team, you know?
Yeah.
Like Texas was the game that we were supposed to win, I feel like. So I like Oklahoma State at home in this for sure.
I do too.
If you listened to the show last week, you know already who I'm taking because I will never bet Oklahoma State again. Yeah. They're in the graveyard. They're
telling you,
they're done. They have to show me something.
I'm not betting this game.
I'll take Iowa State here.
Yeah.
And look, Iowa State, 4 out of 5 games, they've lost. The last 4 out of 5 games.
Yeah, man,
they've lost.
it's bad.
Last week, though, they beat West Virginia 31-14. So they could have figured it out. Oklahoma State's not looked great. Their defense has really showed some holes in that defense lately. So I think the line is pretty much right on the money at 1.5.
Yeah.
I'll take a money line. I'll sprinkle the spread. I can't do that to myself or the viewers to take Oklahoma State anymore.
I understand, and I'm gonna steer away.
You're not facing the offense that Oklahoma State has faced, though. You know, like you're not.
Iowa State's got good defense.
Yeah,
and that's why the total's 48.5.
Right. No, I mean, listen, like I love Iowa State, but my faith in them has dwindled drastically.
Mike Gundy used to be my favorite coach. Not no more.
Beating West Virginia, I'm sorry, but that's just not an accomplishment this year.
After 4 straight losses, it's a momentum grabber. They got momentum rolling
All right,
into.
you got more faith than I. You haven't been broken down by this team year after fucking
You're
year.
damn right. Oklahoma State.
You have way more optimism.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough.
With that being said, I'm going to dive into a paint drying contest. Wisconsin at Iowa. Over/under is 35 again. Paint drying. Wisconsin's -1.5. I don't even know where to start because if I knew where to start, I don't know. I don't even want to talk about it.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, dude, I like Wisconsin to win it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Wisconsin's better now than they were before they fired their head coach.
No, yeah, they're much better now, but I think we talked about it a few weeks ago. Kinnick is a hard place to play.
Oh, it's at Iowa. All right, I'm switching. I'm Iowa.
Iowa's
I'm going to
defense
Iowa.
is
It's
good.
at Kinnick. It's in Kinnick.
Yeah.
I'm going with Iowa.
Iowa's defense is great. That linebacker they have, great.
Any pick 'em like that in Kinnick, I gotta go.
Gotta
with
go with
Iowa.
Iowa.
Yeah, no, you're
and
right.
I think
You're right.
Wisconsin will have 4 or 5 turnovers.
Yeah.
I think it comes into a turnover battle. Yeah, this game sucks. This game is
All right.
awful.
Well,
but
we're done talking about it. I'm going to be honest with everyone here. We got 21 seconds left. Wildcats are up 89-87. Very large wager to hit the comeback today. Wow, this game's going to be a nail biter. I'll let everyone know where we end. However, let's dive into the last game we're going to talk about. We kind of mentioned it earlier. Actually, we got 2 left I want to talk about. One is going to be UCF at Tulane. Tulane -1.5. Over/under 54.5. Tulane, in my opinion, is the best mid-major school in the country. Take it away, Zach.
Yeah, Tulane's having that Cincinnati Cinderella story type season this year. They've played a lot of good teams, and they've beat a lot of good teams. This game's at home, too, with Tulane. I think, yeah, UCF's got Gus Malzahn. Their quarterback's doing great. But I think Tulane is ready to roll. They're getting up for this game. And, I mean, 54.5, I love that over, too. I'll take the over in that game. But I'm definitely taking Tulane. I don't believe in UCF. I've watched them a few times this year, and they just haven't really, met the eye test, whereas Tulane has. So I'll take Tulane.
Yeah. And, by the way, 89-89 in the Wildcat game. 4 seconds left. Cats with the ball.
Yeah, this game, though, I don't know much about either of these teams, so when in doubt, root for an exciting game.
Yeah.
That's usually
Take
my
the
mantra.
over.
Yeah.
I'm taking the over.
I think the Tulane coach has an opportunity to be the coach of the year in college. I really do. Really turn that program around. UCF, they have Gus Malzahn, great team still. Going to be a good game for a mid-major game. Tulane pulls it out. I actually would say money line, lock it up. That's how I feel.
I mean, you don't feel like that too much because that wasn't your lock.
No, but I'm saying like in a different parlay, fringe locks that I play with.
I'm fucking with you.
I'm taking that. But
I'm
also,
fucking with
one other game that I'm going to lock up fringe lock is going to be Louisville at Clemson. Clemson -7
A
over.
fringe lock? Excuse me?
Yeah, it's like
That's contradicting.
it's called a fringe lock.
We're real close to locking it up.
Yeah,
We're
but
putting-
that's like an almost definitely.
It's a smaller unit.
Medium
lock for me.
units on
Yeah,
that.
small.
Yeah, so which means it's not a lock.
But we're confident in it.
I'm a fucking whale, Max.
Okay, but I'm just saying, it's like I'm 70% sure this is definitely gonna happen.
Wow, Davidson
Pretty
missed
much.
it. 89,
Yeah,
89.
all right. I
Double
just want to
overtime.
make sure we're on the same page. I'm okay with it. I was just like, for the viewers, I just wanted them to
to
like,
clarify fringe lock.
yeah. You know, I'm
well,
just.
this is a fringe lock as well. Clemson doesn't lose 2 in a row ever, and -7 against Louisville, who's played great. I love you, Scott Satterfield. Love you, bro. Appalachian State head football coach back in the day. But you're not going to catch this dub, and you're not even going to play it close. Clemson's got revenge, -6.5 if you want to tease it down and lock it up in another parlay. Love it. Love it. Love it.
Yeah, I agree with you there. After the loss last week, there's no way Clemson fucks this up.
Yeah, Clemson's defense is pissed off right now.
They don't have a chance about making the college football playoff anymore. Like, I think they're fucked on. Like, I think they're like actually fucked on that.
Yeah.
But they're gonna be pissed. So there's no way that they're just not gonna go lay the fucking wood on Louisville.
Yeah, Zach's doubling down. He's got to get his money back on that one.
Yeah, Clemson's pissed. Clemson's about to roll them. Yeah, take Clemson. Don't touch the total because Clemson defense might shut Louisville out.
And honestly, though, this is where I think it's funny. Last week, watching Alabama and Clemson lose, it honestly heated me up inside to be like, next week, I'm probably going to do a two-way parlay, Alabama to cover the spread and Clemson to cover the spread, because this doesn't happen. And when it does, they win in incredible fashion.
That's a good call. Yeah. We should do a side parlay, a side GG parlay of just two. Those
just
two.
a two-way play.
I think we should
like a two-way
revenge parlay.
We should pump that parlay a little bit.
I'm gonna be honest.
Definitely.
I'm probably gonna,
That's a great idea.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna put a very high unit on both of those already.
Both of those to cover.
Yeah.
I'll probably tease, like you said, Clemson to 6.5,
and tease Bama to -9.5, and I think it's still plus 205.
Oh fuck yeah.
Yeah. That's money all day,
dude. That's good thinking. Good thinking.
So that's where I'm at.
I have one more fringe lock for myself. It's the Baylor -2.5 against Kansas State. I think they're giving Kansas State a lot of love here because they're ranked. Baylor's looked great. They did great for us last week. I'll take Baylor -2.5. I'll take the over too.
Yeah, I like that as well. I'm going to roll with you there, Baylor money line, at least, and taking the points. And another thing that I want to talk about, actually not a fringe lock, my lock of the week, is Liberty Bibberty. It's my magical Liberty. And they're going to Connecticut. They're -14.5. I think they win by fucking 40. But I'm going to tease it down, and I still get really good odds here. I get -130 odds at -13.5. I think well play. I think whatever you want to do, put it in a parlay, like lock that up, put it in a casket, like bury it 6 feet under. That's a hell of a play because Connecticut has never been good, and this year they're decent.
Yeah, better than last 10 years.
Yeah, but they usually get blown out by 30 every other season. Look at it. By everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
And they just beat a great Arkansas team, and I'm going to tell you right now, Liberty's not the type of team that takes one win and they're like, yeah. Look at their only loss this year.
Yeah, I mean,
they lost to Wake Forest by 1 off a missed 2-point conversion.
All right, I'm right. I can't argue with you based on your pick last week. You took them 14.5 and plus 14.5 and money line, but the lock was plus 14.5, and they won soundly.
Easy.
So I'm not going to argue with you there because I don't know much about Liberty. I don't think many people do. So
you did know about the president.
Well, yeah. Have you guys watched that documentary?
We're going to move on.
Yet.
Let's get to the NFL.
Sex scandal.
Should we talk about our
sex scandal? Sex scandal.
Yeah, let's talk about the locks for college. So I just told everyone about my lock.
Guys, I might switch mine.
To what?
Who are you thinking? App State?
Baylor over.
Baylor over, yeah. 53.5.
I mean, Baylor's 6 for 6 in their overs. I think Kansas State's 4 for 6 in their overs.
Davidson three-pointer in double overtime. Let's go. 95-92. 3 minutes left. Let's ride Wildcats.
Anyways, Baylor. Oh,
Go with your gut, bro. You switched it last week. It hit. So go with your gut.
No, I'm keeping it.
Take the Baylor over, bro. Take the
All
Baylor over.
right. We're switching it. We're doing Baylor over. Baylor over is my LSU. That's it's too weird of a line, right?
Fringe lock.
That's what I've been saying. It's a fringe lock.
But
you
we all
don't even
took
know
LSU.
what fucking fringe lock is.
No, a fringe lock is contradicting it. It's not a lock. It is something I'm somewhat sure about.
LSU -3 for you right now.
It's fucking gambling. Call 1-800-BETS-OFF if you have an addiction.
Don't. Just listen to us.
Bet the house.
Bet your mortgage twice. Do I switch?
Dude, it worked out for you last week when you switched to the Dolphins.
It did.
All right, Baylor over. I'm gonna ride it. I'm gonna ride Baylor over until it fails me.
Yeah. Okay. I like that. Baylor over.
Baylor over.
Honestly, 53.5 for those two teams is low.
Yeah. What?
It's low. My lock of the week, something that we didn't even talk about at all. Ohio State playing Indiana at the Horseshoe.
Minus 40.
Minus 40.
That's why we didn't talk about it.
I think that I wasn't saying we should, rightfully so, as a skip over game. But I think the over 58 right now, and granted we're recording this on Wednesday, over 58, that should be easy. Ohio State should win 65-14.
That's what scares me is Indiana having to put up points. But
Dude, they might get a defensive touchdown. CJ Stroud might fuck up one time or fumble or something close to the end zone. They should get at least one touchdown, and we're hoping for a bounce back. I think Ohio State, everybody's talking shit about Ohio State playing last week. Hurricane winds, like 80-mile-an-hour winds or something like that.
That was wild in Chicago.
Put up 21 points.
Yeah, we watched that.
They're hearing the people talk shit about them right now, and they're ready to go put up 50. And I think Indiana can put up some points because there are some holes in Ohio State's defense. They're much better than they usually are. But I think Indiana should be able to put up at least a touchdown or two, and Ohio State should beat by
Yeah, at least
win
in
by
garbage
50.
time or something.
Yeah.
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 I
I'm
like
with you.
that. I would actually fringe lock a minus 41.5 almost. 42-0 I can see there.
Yeah.
Over under, I'm not too sure about. I'll let you take away on that, but nice lock, Zach. And then Bryant, he couldn't join us, but it looks like his college lock this week.
All right, let's talk about it. We all feel uneasy about this, right?
Yeah.
He's hot in his locks, though, so I feel confident. Brian, I'm riding with you. I'm
texting
confident.
us like money line last week on
And he was right.
Right on both of them.
On both
And-
of them,
and-
and we teased it.
And we teased it. So full discretion, our locks, our parlays yesterday or last week were Bryant was sick, as you guys know. He tried to get money line upsets on both of them, and us three, as the rest of the podcast, we vetoed that, and we're like, hey, let's take points. But now we seem like assholes because both those money lines would have hit, and you guys would have made a lot more money.
Lots.
And so we're assholes for that. But we can't let that cloud our judgment for this week.
He clouds our judgment in general.
His judgment's clouded. He's sick. He's literally sick right now.
And he has 3 kids.
And so do we. I mean, we obviously can't change his decision, and he made us eat shit last week. Like he we were the dicks that changed his bet a little bit by taking points instead of money line.
We did
And
that
I'm not going to do it again. I would rather lose and be able to say, fuck you, Bryant.
Agreed.
You lost us this
Agreed.
if we're wrong.
Agreed.
Otherwise, we change it again, and then he's like making us eat shit twice, 2 weeks in a row.
There's
so
two
Oklahoma
people.
-8, lock it up.
Yep. 2 people on this
Yeah.
show that haven't had to apologize for the viewers about their locks, Max and Bryant.
Yeah.
And if Bryant loses,
Yeah.
You'll
You're
get an apology.
Yeah. If it was like more a consistent thing where he was just losing week after week,
yeah,
it'd be one thing.
exactly.
But fuck, man. Like,
He's been hot.
yeah.
Heat check him.
Yeah.
Heat check him.
Wow, this game is 96-95 in double overtime with 1:30 play.
all right. Enough of that.
Okay, well, let's dive in. Let's go to the NFL. We'll start out with the Panthers, who are wearing their all-black custom unis. They're hosting the Atlanta Falcons. Atlanta -2.5.
And you guys-
over/under of 42.5. What do you got?
You guys will see this after this game has been already done. Again, we're recording on a Wednesday, so this game's tomorrow. This will probably be released on Friday. So you guys will know whether we're fucking stupid or not right away. But I have, see, okay, hear me out. So I thought Falcons -2.5 was a no-brainer. And then the Panthers decided to get a little frisky and release some black helmets to go with their all-black unis. I don't know. I think P.J. Walker fucks him up.
PJ Walker got benched, man. And Baker Mayfield.
Wait,
came
are we
in-
Sam Darnold?
We're Baker. We're Baker riding this week.
Fuck it, I don't
Baker
care.
Put up 21 in the fourth quarter. Baker's back.
Against the Bengals, yeah.
Dude, fuck it. I don't even care. Black helmets, all black. Like, I'm taking Panthers +2.5. Divisional rival. The NFC South is a fucking shit show. It is a shit show. There's three teams tied for 4 and 5.
Bad.
Oh my god! I'm a Bucks fan, so I love it because we're number 1 in the division at 4 and 5. but it's chaos. It's chaos. It's like a worse form of the Big 12. We all just eat each other, but we're not good at football. And so, yeah, I'm taking Panthers just because Atlanta seemed like that seemed like a steal to me, to be honest, at 2.5. And with the all black helmets, that's my logic.
Yeah, revenge game for Carolina too. Falcons beat them in overtime last couple weeks ago.
What a heartbreaker.
Baker's back, black helmets, first time in franchise history.
Dude.
Black helmets, night game in Charlotte. I'll ride with the Panthers.
Can you imagine if Pinheiro misses another kick?
If he misses another kick and their coaching staff is like, we're riding with Eddie, burn the city down. Because that's ridiculous. Eddie Pinheiro, where is he? Who is he?
How does he have a job?
Yeah, he's got to be gone if he fucks up one more time. His leash is about that big. He's got to be gone. I'd rather have PJ Walker kicking
after
field
that
goals.
last performance against the Falcons. I have a dude living in my back alley in my apartment that I would rather have kicking the football than Eddie Pinheiro. He won't take selfies either. He doesn't have a phone.
Well, let's dive over to the Bucks. I'm joking. Because Brady's fucking
This is good
back.
This is good podcasting.
Brady is
this is
literally-
quality podcasting.
Brady is literally back, man.
Shut up. I know what you're doing right now.
No, I'm hyping this thing up because timeout. Listen to me. I'm the fucking host today.
Yeah, I know what you're doing right now, though. You're
right
pumping the Bucks up to make it seem like that much more of a fucking failure.
No, Tom Brady looked like Tom Brady when he was sub 40.
When? On the last drive? Yeah. When they were playing prevent defense?
Dude, I don't care.
What?
I don't care.
What?
I don't care.
The Rams were
Zach,
playing.
what did I tell you in that game? What did I tell you? Zach was like, we lost
it was
bet.
Magic Brady. I was texting the group chat. I'm sorry, guys. This is a bad pick.
And I'm over here like Magic Man on the
Henry
other side.
and I had money on it. Brady
He wasn't the original Brady for 99% of the drives.
But vintage Brady is comeback 2-minute offense Brady. That's vintage
amazing.
Brady.
Yeah, but did you realize the Rams were playing prevent defense?
Fuck it. Brady won me money. I'll give him
You know
praise.
who you sound like right now? A shitty Bucks fan. You sound like you're not following
I sound like
Tommy
someone.
B. And what Tommy
No,
B
I'm
was
not.
capable of in New England, and now for the first time, honestly, you got to see him 2 points.
I'll say one thing about this game.
If you think
I've watched him.
that last week's game was a sign of Tom Brady being back, you didn't watch the game close enough. Because, dude, that's
He came back and won. He came back and won.
He came back and won because of the Rams' incompetence, not because we did anything special. They were 10 yards off the wide receivers.
You know what I heard? I heard the Rams were tired of all the cigarette smoke in the Bucks stadium.
I mean, dude, chief and heaters, man.
Heater Chiefers.
The one thing I'll say about this game, and the reason why I will ride with Tampa this week, because it's in Germany. Tom Brady has that experience. He can get his guys up to go to Germany. Geno Smith is not going to get his guys up to go play in Germany this weekend. So I'll take the Bucks. I think the Seahawks are doing very, very well right now, and they're fucking hitting everything, and they won everybody money last week. But
Wildcats.
I think the Bucks have enough experience to get up in Germany.
I will say, I do like the over.
44.5? Yeah.
I do.
I told you what.
Davidson just won.
I just won 2,600. We'll post the slips, boy.
Yeah.
Come back.
Check the slip.
Come back.
Check the slip on the Gambl'n Garage Instagram.
Easy. Come back, baby. I had faith in the Wildcats all night.
We don't bullshit.
No bullshit.
Good win, Henry.
Thanks
Good
for
win.
Thanks for the sprinkle, boys.
Good win.
Y'all gave me the
Hell
colors
yeah,
to
brother.
sprinkle the fucking
Hell
money
yeah.
line.
Hell yeah.
You said a unit at one point, maybe 1,000 would have been all right, but we did 200.
I
on
did
there.
say. I
Won
said. Yeah, I
2,000.
did say you should put 1,000 on.
That
it.
would have paid 10 grand. So
Well,
should have listened.
I mean, maybe I should be your new financial advisor.
No, that's
I am Jewish.
Don't take my job away from me.
I'm Jewish.
Oh, you got it.
No, I don't.
I might be licensed,
don't.
but that's all.
Yeah, just
Yeah, you're
inherent
just a
license.
senior of fucking people over. That's what Jewish people do.
Yeah.
Whoa.
All right,
Whoa.
Jesus,
Whoa.
easy, Kanye. Yeah,
That is not to cut the fucking mic either. That is just because it was pure bliss.
Yeah. Kanye West hosting our podcast.
All right, so let's keep rolling. I got the Bills
Change the subject.
hosting the Vikings. Buffalo -3.5, over under 43.5. What do you got? Bills and Vikings should blow the fucking over under out of the water.
Okay. Yes, I don't necessarily disagree, but it's 43.5 with Case Keenum. Potentially. I really don't think it's up in the air at this point, but I don't think that Allen's going to play. All signs point to Allen not playing because he released a statement saying he was like, if it were up to me, I would be like practicing today. And so we don't really know. So I think this is one of those games that we're us doing it earlier in the week on a Wednesday, like right before the week, like multiple days before the weekend. I think it's like, I think if Allen plays, the Bills will beat him by over 10 points.
And I think actually that's why you try to take it now, is because if they come out and announce Allen's playing, you could probably automatically put 14 more on the 43.5.
Yeah.
You could probably see that line, honestly, over 50.
And
over 50.
And Case can still fucking toss the ball.
Also, have they utilized Nyheim Hines at all in the Bills?
No.
So this week is a perfect week to introduce him to the system, to the offense, get him some touches.
And it's a revenge game for Case Keenum and Diggs.
Yeah. Yeah. No. And the Bills are pissed. They just lost to the Jets.
Yeah.
A team like the Bills, they're not losing twice.
I don't even care who plays quarterback. I think Bills cover regardless. I think Bills cover regardless.
Nice.
And granted, like I don't know. I'm big on betting against the Vikings in general, just because I think they're the worst. What are they, 7-1?
They got a good record, but they won the parlay.
But I think they're the most.
Parlay.
But I think they're the most fraud.
6
and what? No, they have
6
one
and 2.
loss.
I think they have 2.
Just the Eagles.
I had people DMing the
they have
Gambl'n
one
Garage Instagram last week, if you guys saw that said fucking Vikings halfway through the game.
Yeah.
And they won.
No,
So,
dude, you apologized.
I did. I was texting
You
the group
apologized
chat.
in our group
Vikings
chat.
are bad.
You're like, sorry,
about
boys,
this."
I killed the parlay, and I was like, yeah, like that was wild. And Taylor Heineke is always gonna kind of Taylor Heineke. He throws the ball and he doesn't really know what the fuck he's doing with it.
We have the Lions at Bears. Chicago -3 at home. Over at 48.5. What do you got, Max?
I don't know. Probably.
You say I don't know a lot.
Probably Bear, because I don't know a lot. You know, like I really don't. I'm sorry, I'm being honest with you. You want me to just start spouting bullshit, being like, I know, fucking, I'm not just gonna run for so many yards. No, okay. I don't know, and that's my biggest strength, is that I know I don't know.
Yeah, you keep me in check.
All right, so Bears -3. I love it. I don't think, like, dude, the Lions barely beat a horrible Packers team. The Bears just fucking kept pace with. The Bears kept pace. Oh, am I what? What?
I just think it's funny because this is what I would call a fringe lock. And I'm taking the Lions +3.5 if I can get it. And you just told everyone that you what?
What?
Don't know.
Here's my thing on this game.
All right. I'm just gonna stop talking for the rest of the podcast then.
Just fucking
No, dude. I'll fucking leave.
Please stay.
Yeah,
We want you to stay.
All right. And quit getting on. Get off my ass, Dad. I mean, Henry.
I like the Lions here only because I do not think Justin Fields will have 2 great games in a row. I think the offense has kind of figured it out, but you said it yourself last week. The reason why you took that over is because the Lions' offense was wishy-washy. So we know they can score points, but can they keep it up? Can they be consistent? I don't think so. Lions' defense is awful. Lions have no defense, but they do have the offense to keep up and score. And I don't think the Bears have a repeat performance like they did against the Dolphins.
But, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but haven't the Bears been putting up solid points for the past 3 weeks?
I don't know.
But didn't they lose to the Cowboys like 24-6?
Okay. That's why I said.
Against a really good defense.
That's why I
though.
said,
That's
though,
the thing.
correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. Turns out I was wrong. Yeah.
But
Yeah, that's why we have each other. We bounce these things off. Be like, hey, am I a fucking idiot? Turns out I'm a fucking idiot. But I still love the Bears. Bears are winning by like a touchdown at least. This feels so crazy to say because I hate myself for taking. Oh god,
This guy don't know.
I don't know. I'm you last week. My brain is a children's jungle gym. It's just chaos, pooping, peeing, kids everywhere. Not kids everywhere. That sounded off. But yeah, no.
This is not Penn State.
Yeah. No, shout out Sandusky.
You seem like a fan. Moving on. I'm done talking. Justin Fields had the game of his life last week. He doesn't do it again. Lions fringe lock plus 3.5. Max don't know. He's told me
Actually,
5
not
times.
a fringe lock because it's locked up in the parlay.
Fuck, dude.
Full lock.
I'll full lock that shit.
See, you don't even know where your brain's at.
I discussed this last week. I lived my life knowing
That's a horrible play.
what I'm doing.
That's a great play, Max.
That's
great
a horrible. I will do a side bet with you and be like, that loses.
It's minus 137.
But everybody ride with us because it's hitting.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, no. It'll be a lock for sure.
honestly, I would sprinkle some money on the money line. I'm going to.
Yeah,
Mr.
I agree.
Sprinkle, you talked me into the Wildcats tonight. Guess what?
I agree.
I'm gonna
Sprinkle that money
sprinkle
line.
that money line.
Let
Zach,
down
thanks.
for Bears. Let down for Bears.
Yeah, dude. Let's
The
move
right.
on.
Lions
right.
didn't have a good enough game last week for you to call this game a hangover, but the Bears did. Let down for
Yeah,
Bears.
dude. Like, get the fuck
That's actually a good point. It wasn't the Lions kind of like winning it. It was the Packers losing
Losing
it.
it. Aaron
And the
Rodgers
Lions
throwing
tend
picks.
to do that to teams.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, that-
I'm just fucking with you.
That actually might have just swung me because it was
Here we go.
like Rodgers throwing 2 end zone interceptions on the goal
Late,
line.
too.
On the goal line.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, dude, that one he threw to Hutchinson.
That-
Or that one that
Hit off the
Hutchinson picked
helmet?
off. No, that was the other one. But the one that
Oh,
Hutchinson
yeah.
picked off was just a lob pass to the lineman that was
Yeah.
wide open.
yeah.
And you're like, that is no one's fault but Aaron Rodgers.
Same with the one, he was like
Yeah.
all mad about his first interception. Dude, you threw it right at a Lions player's helmet.
Yeah.
Like, you
Yeah.
can't be mad at
Yeah.
that.
You're like, how does your player not catch it?
You're not Kyler Murray. You're taller than Kyler Murray. You should be able to get it over. the
Yeah,
line.
dude. No, like it. I know you're a big Packers guy, Zach, and I apologize for this, but it makes me so happy to see Aaron Rodgers lose.
Look, Aaron Rodgers is the man. I think he's first ballot Hall of Famer. But
I agree.
This
I
year-
obviously.
I lost respect for him this year because all he was doing was bitching my receivers. We're not
Yeah.
on the same page. And
And
then
he-
you have a performance like that.
Right. That's where I'm like before this week, I feel like people were like, well, it's hard to work with. Like his team is hard to work with kind of thing. But that Lions game proved us like he
Yeah.
is part of the problem.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Absolutely.
we understand that. However, I'm just going to go ahead and roll in since I got the cheese hat on.
It's like a cheesy yarmulke.
It's a kid size.
Yeah.
God, stop making fun of me and my cheese head. Okay, let's get done with it. Let's go to Broncos
All right.
country. Fuck the cheese head. I'm taking the Broncos at the Titans. The Broncos are plus 2.5, over under of 36.5. I'm gonna be honest with you. We've looked awful this year, but dude, and the Titans have looked spectacular. But when I literally have started
look-
talking about it, I said
They looked
Broncos.
spectacular last week.
No, they've looked like that the last 3 weeks. Where are you at in this world?
But also, do we think the Titans figured it out last week? They figured out their offense without
Fucking phone. Right
without
now.
Ryan Tannehill.
Dude, they blew.
Didn't they
out-
barely beat the Colts?
No, they blew the Texans out. They
Fucking juggernaut.
Hey man, NFL is NFL. They're
Yeah.
professional players.
Hey,
It's any given Sunday. Every given Sunday.
Yeah. Any
Okay.
given Sunday, you're right.
Okay.
It's a great fucking movie.
All time classic.
All right, fucking Max needs to go
Okay,
watch it.
no. Any Given Sunday, I agree, is a great movie. That had nothing to do with the argument.
Yes, it did. Any given Sunday, an NFL team can show up, and the Texans are an NFL team, and they
All
can
right.
show up.
All right, no, they can. Let's see what they did the past couple weeks. So they beat the Texans by 7. They beat the Colts by 9. They beat the Commanders by 4. They beat the Colts by 7.
All I'm seeing is wins.
They beat the Raiders by...
So they're winning. And it sounds like they're almost covering those games.
Max doesn't know.
They're playing the school of the deaf, dumb, and blind. They're playing...
NFL deaf, dumb, and blind.
Yeah, they're playing the NFL Helen Kellers.
You fucking live here.
A win is a win.
Go
Okay.
Denver Broncos.
Okay, oh, God.
Yeah, are you going the Broncos? Is that what you're telling us?
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, that's a very key point. I kind of forgot they were playing.
Max doesn't know.
I don't know.
He just doesn't
Oh,
know.
I don't know. I don't know, but I also haven't lost the lock. So,
He knows the loss. We'll give him that.
but
What
I
he
kinda,
does know is good.
I lost sight of the fact that they were playing the Broncos. Titans roll.
All right, well,
Yeah. Broncos don't have a D-line
Yeah,
anymore.
no, that's on me. That's hand up. That's on me. I forgot they were playing the Broncos. You just guys started to suck the
enough.
Titans' dick,
Fair enough.
and I was just like let's pump the brakes a bit. But if they're playing the Broncos, yes, they will demolish them.
Yeah,
I'm
agreed.
going to stay away from the game because I'm a fan. It gets in too much.
Broncos don't have a defense anymore.
Yeah.
I think the Titans might have figured out their offense, and if they can insert Ryan Tannehill back into what they continue to do or did last week and continue to do that this week, Titans should roll.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's keep moving. We're going to keep it in the Midwest, West, whatever we are. We're the West, not the Midwest. The Midwest is like the Chiefs hosting the Jaguars. -9.5, over under 50.5. What do you got? Why? Over under here seems like a lock.
Under is a lock. Write it in, fully lock it up. Chiefs they're laying too many points for the under to not hit. Either the Chiefs are about to blow them out or Jags are going to step up because the Jags they have a solid defense.
Wow, I really like that game now that you said.
They have a solid defense. I think we touched on it a little bit last week. And the Jaguars game last week fucked Henry and I. We had the Raiders money line. Raiders were up by 20 at halftime. And I mean, I think the Jags are bad. The Chiefs will figure it out. They're pissed off after last week. So it's either going to be a blowout or the Jags defense will step up and keep it close. I'm taking the under. I'm not touching that 9.5 spread. I don't like taking big spreads in the NFL.
Lock it up.
I usually don't, but I like this one. I think a tight Titans game. Titans always get up for the Chiefs, and that's something that I should have thought about in hindsight.
Cashed it
We
last
told
week.
you.
Yeah, shut the fuck. I know you told me, dude. Just pipe down. And but 9.5. The Jags, like Trevor Lawrence. Is this a night game?
No, 11.
11.
Well, 1 p.m. on the East Coast, wherever you're watching from.
Shit. Yeah, no, I still like Kansas City 9.5 actually, because I don't think like the Jags. They have Etienne, but Lawrence blows.
But they haven't looked like the Jaguars all year. They've actually been surprisingly good all year.
They've which isn't saying much though. They haven't been a colossal failure. They've been better than Urban Meyer Jags.
Yeah, in
But they've
the last
still
5
been
years.
bad.
I kind of agree with both of you here. I agree with Max and you, but here's my thing is I don't think the Chiefs play 2 close games back to back, especially not against the Jaguars.
Right.
And Zach's over under, I mean, unders hit 70% of the time almost when the spread's minus.
I like the under. I like the under, but I also
the under is definitely a lock. But also, if you're going to play a same game parlay, I like the -9.5 and the under, which is probably about like plus 200, plus 300. Sprinkle some love.
I mean, if you same game parlay that, I would do Kansas City -7 with the under.
Yeah, but I mean, at -9.5, might as well do that and sprinkle a touchdown in.
Travis
Maybe even
Kelce
a pat.
touchdown. He didn't
I
get
mean,
one
you're
last
right.
week.
You're
He
right.
got
You're
9
right. You might as
catches.
well. You might as well.
I bet you all 3 of those is like plus 350, plus 400. And if Kelce doesn't go back-to-back touchdowns, I mean, like hell froze over.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah, there is. Yeah. No. You guys are right. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. I like where your heads are at. Let's keep rolling here. I have the Browns at The Dolphins, who played a crazy game last week against Justin Fields, breaking his little record. Dolphins came out victorious, but they are minus 3.5, over under 48.5. What do you got, Zach?
Yeah, I think I'm going to roll with the over train on this one. The over was the easiest bet we ever had last week. So
Thanks to Max. Because what he doesn't know, he knows.
Yep.
Cash money millionaire.
So I'll roll with the over, but I don't think the Dolphins, their offense is good. Their defense has not really shown up, even with Bradley Chubb being inserted into that D-line. The Browns actually could step up and run all over them. So I'll take the over, but I don't know about the spread. Money line, the Dolphins should win, but I could see a Browns upset. So what I'm trying to say is I'm not betting the game. I'll bet the total.
Yeah, Browns are weird like that. I'm in the same position you are, to be honest. The Browns are weird like that. Like, you think, like, okay, the Saints should, or the Dolphins should be able to beat the Browns by over 4 points. Yeah. Like, that's what you think. But that's what I also thought about last week with the Bears.
Yep.
And I changed it, and it won you guys a fuck ton of money if you followed. But yeah, I think it's the same kind of situation. Like, Jacoby Brissett can be frisky if they run the fucking football.
Yeah.
Like, you know, if Stefanski finally realizes, like, I don't know. Fuck you. I know I just said it again, and now you're in my mind, and now I'm rattled. Now you got me on tilt right now, and I hate it. So I'm just going to keep it simple. I'm going with you, Zach. I'm going to stay away from the spread because Miami, their defense isn't great. And so we're going to take the over, 48.5. That seems low.
It does, especially after the performance last week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to stay away because I don't know. Texans at the Giants.
You don't say.
Texans at the Giants. Giants minus 5, over under 40.5. I'm going to kick this one off. Straight up tell you, I love the Giants to cover minus 5 against the Texans at home. I think it's going to be pretty simple. And I also like the over here just because I think the Texans will throw up like 14-ish, and I think the Giants are going to do the rest of the work. They're still good, even though they got rid of Kadarius Brown. I don't think there's any reason here not to take the Giants. I also don't think there's any reason here to not put the Giants' money line into a 3-way well parlay if you want to, just because I don't see the Texans getting a W. I think Davis Mills, you would forget about who he was if he was sitting next to you at a bar.
No, you wouldn't, because have you seen his neck? It's like a fucking giraffe.
Daddy long neck.
It's like
long neck, long dick. That's what I say.
Hey, zoom in on my neck right now. This is it. Oh, do our best Davis Mills impression. All right, money.
All right, well, Zach, what do you got there?
Yeah, Giants coming off of a bye. Texans are bad. Giants are staying at home. Saquon's rolling. Danny Dimes is playing like we always thought he could coming out of Duke. So, yeah, Giants minus 5. That should be easy.
Same game parlay there, minus 5 and a Saquon Barkley touchdown.
Maybe even like a Danny Dimes to run.
And a Danny Dimes. I just thought about that at the same time.
I like a Barkley 2 touchdown bet.
That's a good bet, too.
And
the Texans have no run defense. They're number 31 in the fucking NFL.
If you remember the last week's episode, I said Justin Jefferson 2 touchdowns. He got one, but he also had a fourth quarter fucking drop in the end zone
to dub.
That's what I was like. I rode that, and we were fingertips away from cashing that out.
There was a lot of 2 touchdown scores.
Oh my God!
I had Derrick Henry 2 touchdowns last week.
Yeah, there was what's the one guy, Boston Connor on the Pat McAfee show. He bet Cordell Patterson. He had two same game parlays parlayed together, and so all double touchdowns. And he put like $75, like won like $26,000 or some shit like that. Like it was wild. Like, but there were a lot of double touchdowns last week. Yeah.
Double touchdowns are fun prop bets. All right, well, I'm going to fringe lock that Giants pick, and I'm going to keep it rolling to Saints at Steelers. We have this. Sorry about that. We have the Saints minus 1.5, over under 40. I really enjoyed the Saints here. I don't know why that line is so small, but please tell me.
I mean, this is my lock. This is my lock of the week for NFL. Yeah, I don't understand it either. I've looked at injuries and whatnot, and it's nothing that the Saints haven't overcome before. Yeah, like I don't get it. I don't believe in Kenny Pickett at all. I don't believe in they got rid of Claypool. Najee Harris has been a disappointment to say the least. Yeah, I think the Saints losing to the Ravens, I think that was a tough loss for them. I actually had the Saints winning that. But so I don't think they do two slouches in a week. I think Saints roll.
Love the lock.
Love it. Yeah, I think the Saints have a bounce back game. Steelers are not the Steelers we're used to. They don't have the defense that they usually do. You said it. Najee Harris is a bust. They got rid of Claypool. Deontay Johnson is the only person on their offense that can do a damn thing right now. Small hands Pickett ain't getting the job done.
I also think Jameis should be starting.
Me too. Me too. I think the Red Rockets not rocketing right now.
It's over with.
Like he's a sufficeable backup. But dude, like you guys know I love Jameis. I literally still wear my Tampa Bay Jameis Color Rush jersey more than any other jersey on game days. When I went to the Bucs game, I wore my Jameis Winston jersey to that.
Sick.
And people were like loving it. They're I
love Jameis, dude.
Dude,
he throws it up, catches dubs, and that's why I'm agreeing with you right now. I think Jameis. I honestly think the Steelers have a coming out, or they don't have a coming out party. I think the Saints have a coming out party. You'll see Jameis back in the lineup this week, just because the first half might be close in the Steelers game. That's why you have a 40 over under. But Jameis comes in and he's going to throw some touchdowns, and you're going to see some wide receiver touchdowns, and you'll see the Saints cover.
Did you see the Jameis freestyle?
Yeah.
Like the rap?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like, what the fuck? Like, even you can tell by the his teammates' reaction. Like that's he's got his flaws, obviously. But he is a fucking leader.
Well, that's what I was about to say. He's got the intangibles. Even on the bench last week, I saw him running out on the field, dapping players up.
He's second string, and he's still acting like he's first. And,
I love it.
Yeah.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, that is a natural-born fucking leader.
Agreed.
Him stealing crab legs aside.
Agreed.
That's what
give him
makes
a
him a
pass
leader.
for that.
No one
hasn't?
else is gonna steal his crab legs.
Yeah,
he was wanting
back
to
to
feed
the fam.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Who hasn't stolen crab legs?
Dude,
Yeah,
what?
no, dude. Yeah,
Go
for real.
Colts at Raiders in Vegas. Vegas -6. Over under 42.5. I'm going to be honest with everyone here. The Vegas Raiders have cost me a lot of money in the last 2 weeks.
them.
I mean, I could be up 20 or 30,000 and literally 2 parlays that they both missed on. They were the only team that missed. And Vegas at this point, I've also bet the Colts in other parlays over the weeks, and they've done me the same fucking way. So to me, it's the who's the fucking worst evil. And I think the Colts are that fucking bad that they literally went out to hire Jeff Saturday to sell fucking tickets to get people to go to the fucking games. So I'm going to take the Raiders to cover the fucking spread once a fucking again.
So that's what you think that is? You think the Jeff Saturday thing is a ticket grab?
It's gotta be. The guy's been fucking on ESPN for
It's not going to hurt.
years.
It's not going to hurt.
What does he know about football other than being a fucking lineman?
He was a center.
He was a center. He's got to know
Right,
everything
he
about
points
football.
out the fucking defense.
No, he's got to know literally everything the quarterback has to know, pretty much.
Yeah, but he doesn't know nothing about the cornerbacks or the wide outs. He knows the actions played within the box, within the 8-on fucking
But you
5.
just said it. He's been talking football for the last few years.
He has. He knows a lot. Don't get me wrong, but it's a ticket. It's a ticket swipe. Let's be.
It's a
fuck-
ticket
right.
swipe.
I'm
I'll give
gonna-
you that. But I
Go
think,
ahead, Zach. Sorry.
Jeff Saturday, I love that hire.
I love him
And-
to death.
I love
It
that
doesn't
hire.
sound like it.
He's just a
know.
fucking. He's not a coach. It's
Also,
a tickets now.
The Raiders.
No, he is a coach. He was a coach. He was coaching high school for a couple years. He had a losing record, by the way.
But the Raiders to me are like Oklahoma State is, and we just talked about it. The Raiders have fucked Henry and I in 2 big parlays we've had. Last week against the Jags, up by 20 to nothing at halftime, and they lost 24-20.
It was
So-
20-10 in the fucking fourth quarter. I literally looked at you out of all the parlays we
okay,
had.
okay.
I said that one's good. We don't even need to watch the game.
Hey, it's over.
Hey,
It's over.
Hey, I know they hurt you.
Yeah.
It's okay, but
Davidson won tonight.
You're in a
okay.
safe space right now.
You're okay.
You're in a safe space.
Raiders, though, are not in a safe space. They're in the graveyard. Ride with the Colts.
Yes. I love the fucking Colts here. If you're not riding with Jeff Saturday on Sunday, then I don't know what you're doing.
You know what scares me is actually all the backup quarterbacks and all the backup coaches in their first game have played a hell of a game.
Dude, you got to ride with the interim coach.
This is.
I don't know. I'm gonna
you
stay away
have
from
to.
it, but I would take the Raiders
with
on
all
my
the
side.
publicity, all the negative publicity about this hire and stuff. Like Jim Irsay. Jim Irsay is my favorite owner in the league, probably.
Did you see that quote where he was like, I don't know how to make sausage?
I don't know how to make sausage. I know how to build football teams.
Yeah.
He's like, I've never hired a losing coach, which is true. Which is very true.
Yeah.
Like,
I was sad to see Frank Reich go, man. I think he was a good coach, and he battled through a shit ton in his personal life.
well, no, I think it's kind of starting to see like there's a lot going on in the Colts organization that I feel like a lot of people don't know about.
Yeah.
They're like, that's a shit show of an organization. Yeah. Where like Jim Irsay is like, he's a kooky dude.
Oh yeah.
Like he's chaos.
Yep.
He's chaos.
Yep.
And he was the sole owner that spoke out on Dan Snyder being like, hey, he should probably sell the goddamn team.
Yeah, that's a good
Like
point.
he's cut from a different cloth. It's a different organization over there. It's chaos, but I gotta support it. And Jeff Saturday, he doesn't have pressure on his shoulders actually though, because they were in chaos before.
There's no pressure, and that's what makes.
There's been
great.
talk about like, oh, he shouldn't take it because it'll tarnish his Colts legacy. I'm like, no one expects anything out of him right now.
No.
He's in the perfect spot. He jumped the line in coaching.
Yep.
Jumped the line. Reggie Wayne is on the coaching staff
I
there.
know, it's gonna be sick.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Reggie Wayne
it's
is
all
on the coaching
players.
staff there.
It's literally
Damn.
all ex-players. The
Yeah,
whole fucking
no,
coaching
there's
staff.
no one on the coaching staff that is called to play.
Yeah.
And Saturday tweeted out last week before he took the job, the Raiders look bad.
Yeah,
He
there's
said
literally
the Raiders look terrible.
like people want
He's
to
gonna
say
pick them apart. Why?
people
Oh,
want to
yeah.
say they're like, oh, Jim Irsay made an erratic
Maybe-
decision, but
maybe
like
I'm gonna
there's
pick him
literally no one else because the offensive coordinator got fired the week before, and like there's no one else on the staff that's called to play, and so you're like, why the fuck not, dude? Jeff Saturday.
Yeah. I'm gonna go back on
Jeff
the Raiders
Saturday
there.
on Sunday. Book it.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually take away the Raiders there. Colts plus 7.5 looks like a good play. Other than that, let's roll to the Packers hosting the Cowboys. Cowboys minus 4.5 over under 43. Is Aaron Rodgers really that bad?
Man, poor Packers. The Cowboys-Packers is usually an all-time game. The Cowboys got the best defense in the league. Dak will figure it out. Don't know if Zeke's playing. If he doesn't play, Tony Pollard's just as good. I'm taking the Packers minus 4.5. And probably the under 43, because that game last week went like 24 points.
It doesn't matter. Henry's worried about going over an hour. It doesn't fucking matter. Shut up. We're going to talk.
Okay.
Yeah, and we're not cutting this out either.
Fuck.
Yeah, sorry. You're the one that was farting around here earlier, just worrying about your fucking basketball bet. And now that we're actually talking and flowing.
We're 2 games away from being done with the NFL, and I have a lot to say
Sorry.
Cowboys minus 4.5.
Yeah.
Take it.
about the man's basketball.
Take it away.
Okay, we're not cutting it. We're not cutting this short. I actually might run it longer now.
I got salmon on the grill.
Well, then talk about football.
That's your own fucking fault. Yeah.
It's getting fishy.
Come on, bro. Talk about football.
All right. Well, I'm going to take the Packers here plus 4.5. I actually like a money line against the Cowboys. It's time for Aaron Rodgers to figure it the fuck out or go fucking smoke peyote in the fucking woods. I mean,
Yeah,
let's be
Cowboys.
honest.
And he's going to be smoking peyote in the woods.
Packers
Okay.
are bad.
Packers plus
Packers are
4.5.
terrible.
Fringe, lock it up.
Packers are terrible. It's not just the Packers. Aaron Rodgers is just not good this year.
Yep.
Yeah. It sucks.
All right.
It doesn't suck because Tom Brady is like clearly the GOAT now. I think Tom Brady's second in passing yards in the league.
He had 100K.
No big deal. Yeah, I mean it's
As soon as he hit 100K last week, I told Zach, I was like, he's gonna come back, like the Magic Man.
He did say that. I was not.
that was a
not buying
given.
it, but
There's rumors on Tom going to San Francisco next year. I don't want to talk about it.
He might.
I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk about it. But
That's where he grew up. But anyway, let's get on to the Cards and the Rams. We have the Cardinals at the Rams. The Rams minus 1.5, over under 41.5. Something's weird with this line, and I think it's really weird.
Why do
Rams
you think
at
it's
home.
weird?
Because the Rams at home are a pretty dominant team. I mean, we can all assume the Rams
Are
at
they?
home-
usually.
Yeah, they
This
usually
year?
just in general they usually
No. This year?
this year they've lost once at home. However, in years past they only lose once at home, if ever at home. So to me, it makes me think the Rams is like a fringe lock / I really thought about putting
God,
that
I
in a
hate
lock.
that term.
Yeah, but honestly, what Sean McVay's doing is enough to win games. I don't know if it's enough to be a playoff contender / best team in the league, but they're doing enough to kind of win games. And Kyler Murray and Cliff Kingsbury can only get away with being as bad as they are for as long, like not that much longer. Like it's that fucking noticeable. And what the fucking Raiders are showing us, like, come on, their only decent winner, the Raiders, and then that was a fucking nightmare for them to even get to the W.
Yeah, two disappointing teams this year. I was really hyped up on the Cardinals all year. They ain't done shit. I still might be a little bit on the Cardinals bandwagon, though, and I think I'll take them. I think I'll take the Cards money line. The Rams just haven't done it for me, and they're really playing up that Super Bowl hangover, Super Bowl slump. So I'll take the Cards to figure it out with D-Hop, James Conner's back. Kyler Murray, I'm not a fan of him, but I'll take the Cards, minus 1.5.
With how bad, with how bad that the Rams O-line is, I might take the Cardinals minus 6.5. I think the Cardinals make a statement this game. The Rams O-line is that bad that like the Rams O-line is terrible. They're on like third string for like the majority of their O-line.
Yeah, it's rough.
It's terrible. And I don't think that the Rams have enough firepower. I don't think they can rely on Kupp enough to win this game at all. Never mind stay in it. And I think the Cardinals got a lot of shit to prove.
Yeah.
That being said, do we know if it's double XP for Call of Duty?
It is.
Oh shit!
Damn
Yeah,
it.
shit.
But with that being said, though, I still think the Cardinals have a better defensive line to
I do
to
too.
stop them.
I do too. I think like despite Kyler Murray,
Staying up till 5 a.m.
Yeah.
night before the game.
yeah, they can
playing
put
Call
their
of Duty.
backup in and just run it. And
Yeah.
James Conner's playing, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. I like the Cardinals to roll here.
me too. Me too.
All right. Well, that's two games that we've differed on pretty heavily. So it's up to you as the viewer what you're going to do, how you're going to take that. I don't know. But let's dive in again to the West Coast. Chargers at the 49ers, San Francisco laying -7, over under 40.5. I'm going to stay away from this game, but I will tell you that Vegas is really, really valuing a 49ers with McCaffrey. Like, they threw them straight into the Super Bowl contender. Like, if you had them before the season started, you got a hell of a deal because Vegas has
Cash
got
out.
them in the top 3 or 4.
Honestly,
now.
cash out if you can because I don't think they're going to be very good. Like, I don't think they're going to be a contender.
Well, let's
Have you
what
seen
do you
what
got, Zach?
Christian McCaffrey's doing? He's throwing, he's catching, he's running. I mean, and their defensive line, I've been saying
Yeah.
that all year.
And we've always said, give him a quarterback.
And so I do
They
think they
haven't.
can make a run. Who in the NFL, besides the Bills or maybe the Eagles, because they're balling, it's hard not to jump on that train.
I think it's
going to compete with them.
I think it's a plus. Like, obviously, that they got McCaffrey. But I don't think it's like Vegas is overvaluing the shit out of this, I feel like. And And I feel like the 49ers almost have a problem of too many weapons that they don't know. They don't know what to do with, and they don't know how to use them.
Right. They quite frankly do, Zach. Tell them. They've passed it?
Yeah, and I think they're figuring that out. And I think last year they overused Debo, and now they can go back to normal Debo, normal position, but they have Christian McCaffrey, same athleticism as Debo, that can do everything that they were overworking Debo to do. So the Niners, I might be wrong here, I might be dead wrong, but I'm actually jumping on that train because I do think they have the defense to keep up with anybody, and now they have the offense to keep up. Jimmy G doesn't even have to play good.
Yeah, no.
He can throw slants to Debo and hand it off outside or throw it in the flat to Christian, and they'll be good.
The quick pass where he's in shotgun and Debo comes in motion and they just fucking that's
the
30
little
yards.
jet pass, absolutely.
Boom, flick it to McCaffrey around the corner, 20 yards.
And to be honest, I think I was riding the 49ers heavy last week. And so like I'm just back and forth.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure that last week I might be wrong, but like I keep going back and forth. I was like, oh shit, they're Super Bowl favorites with McCaffrey. But then like the next day, again, this goes back to my fucked up brain. But then I'm like, oh, but Vegas is overvaluing it. I don't know. This is a game that rattles me. So whatever I pick, I'm not touching it. I'm not touching it because this seems Chargers suck. Can we say it?
They're bad. They're bad.
Can we say they suck?
They barely beat Falcons last week. They're bad. They're not what
they kind of suck.
Yep.
Yeah. Herbert, what the fuck? I know you don't have Keenan Allen, and no, like he hasn't had Keenan Allen for most of the year, but like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You know what the most intriguing thing about this game for me is actually the over/under. Just because I could see the Chargers putting up 20. And I could easily see the 49ers putting up 28 plus. Yeah. And the only reason I see this over under low is because majority of the primetime games this year have gone under.
Yeah.
So,
great point.
I mean, I kind of really like the over here just because I feel like it's going to be that game where everyone, it's getting out on social media, like the over or the under on primetime. You see it a lot. I think this is kind of a Vegas trap game.
But these are two teams that
put up points.
They can put up points.
Especially the 49ers with everything they can do, like Zach was saying with McCaffrey and what they've opened up. And the Chargers showed last week they're going to put up at least 20. They'll put up 2 touchdowns, a field goal, maybe 2, maybe 3 touchdowns. But I don't see the 49ers in this game putting up less than 28. So,
but they'll put up points thanks to Eckler, not thanks to Herbert.
Yeah, exactly. So over in this game for me is a fringe lock.
Fringe lock it up.
Whatever.
Okay, well, let's get on to the last game in the NFL. It's a Monday Night Football game. The Eagles are hosting the Commanders. Philly minus 11, over under 44. Zach, what do you got? Your theory on the over under is pretty funny. I love it actually. Explain.
Yeah, I think the Eagles defense has really stepped it up this year. So I'll take the under again on this big spread. Take the under. I don't see Taylor Heineke and that offense really stepping up. I think the Eagles got a lot of good film off of them last week against the Vikings. Night game, a lot of pressure on Taylor Heineke to go in and ruin the Eagles' perfect season. Don't think it happens. A minus 11 is a lot of points, so I probably won't touch that. Like I said, I don't like taking big spreads in the NFL, but I'll ride with the under.
What's the biggest point differential that we've had this year?
Plus 14.5 last week.
Bills and Jets.
No, but what was the one that like in terms of games?
That's it.
Finished.
Oh, well, probably the Cowboys beating the Bears 24-6. I mean, that's like 18 points.
The Bills beat the Steelers.
The
Bills beat the
38-3.
Steelers like 38-3
Okay, yeah, that's probably.
But that is not.
But that's an outlier.
Yeah,
that's an outlier.
Super.
Yeah, that's because on paper it seems like you're like the Eagles are 11 points better than than Washington.
Yeah, but look at Taylor Heineke.
But Heineke's frisky.
Yeah,
That's what I've been saying.
He was 3-0 going into last week, and
he almost won that.
Yeah, we took the plus 4.5 as well as the Vikings money line, but we took 4.5 on the Commanders, so we were kind of covered there.
Yeah,
and it was mainly because Heineke's 3-0. He's played great, but
Heineke,
I think it's the
Like-
same scenario as last week. The Commanders will play close, just like they did the Vikings. Plus 11 might be a steal. Plus 14.5 in a well parlay is probably fucking great.
That's what I'm like. I kind of like Washington plus 11.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot of points, and like you said, Washington's frisky. They actually have a
Their
really
defense,
good offense.
their defense has been
And
stepping
their
up too.
defense, yeah, their defense is good, man. But
I feel like it
Eagles
was
are-
Jack Del Rio, their
D
DC.
coordinator, maybe.
I think
Yes,
Del Rio,
yeah.
and I feel like Del Rio, like Del Rio steps up when he needs to.
He does.
I feel like Jack Del Rio will always be a household name, and he's gonna step up for a big game like this.
Yep.
So and the Commanders have, what do they have? They have Sweat, they have Allen.
Yeah.
Or-
Chase Young's not playing.
Yeah, but still, man, like goddamn,
Yeah.
they're doing this. Like they're
If they can
their
hold,
defense has been stepping up without Chase Young.
if they can hold the Vikings, who might have one of the most explosive offenses in the NFL, to 7 points
I disagree.
in the first half.
What? No, they don't.
Kirk Cousins, Dalvin Cook,
Kirk
Justin
Cousins
Jefferson.
hasn't thrown for over 300 yards once this year,
Yeah, but he could with Justin Jefferson.
but he hasn't. He hasn't thrown for over 300 yards once this year.
They haven't needed to. Their defense is the best it's been in years.
Okay, so then we're talking about their defense, not their offense.
I mean, both ways.
Right. No, they're a good team.
Defense wins
But everyone's,
championships.
oh my, this is one of my biggest pet peeves. This is one of my biggest pet peeves. People are like they got Kevin O'Connell in there, and he's gonna change the offense. And I'm like, no, he's good. Like they've managed the offense, but Kirk Cousins has not thrown for over 300 yards once this year. Their defense has overperformed.
Yeah. Dalvin Cook's also been doing really
They've
good.
been efficient. They're a great team. Obviously, they're at the top. They're sitting second in the league.
That's
Football
why-
is a game of
But-
efficiency.
But you can't say that their offense has been insane.
I didn't say that they had one of the best offenses. I said
Oh,
one
Henry
of
did.
the most explosive offenses. They
Right.
can break off a 90-yard touchdown in one play, you know?
So can the Bucks potentially.
Yeah, I would say the Bucks have one of the most explosive offenses.
Okay, all
in the
right, all
Vikings
right.
league,
Well,
too.
then now we're talking. Now we're talking.
The Vikings have a highly efficient offense.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Which the Commanders, to hold them to 21.
But I'm sick of people saying that the Vikings are like this high-powered offense, and you look at their numbers, and they're like sitting in the middle of the fucking table.
that's because they're high powered for when they got the ball. Their defense holds people to literally fighting for first downs, all three downs.
So wouldn't that
All
mean
three
they
downs.
have the
Look
ball
at,
more?
Like last week, there was 41 first downs. And like they don't need a long time of possession because they're scoring that quick. And I think that's where everyone's like, oh, wow, the Vikings are really good.
Maybe, but
The defense is good for the simple fact it's literally holding people who are trying to play the time of possession game with them, but it's holding them and making them do the third downs. And you run across teams where they can hammer who can't get third downs, but Taylor Heineke can get third downs.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So the garage is split. We're split.
Yeah, we're
I like the
split, but I'm
Eagles.
taking the plus. I'm taking the minus 11. I don't think we're split on that. I think we're just split on the feelings towards the Commanders and Eagles. But other than that, I'm gonna wrap it
no,
off.
we're not. We are split on minus 11. I'm
Yeah,
taking
he's taking
Commanders
plus
plus
11.
11.
So we're split. Let's get to our locks.
Okay. I'm taking Commanders plus 11 as well.
What?
That's what I thought.
I'm taking the Eagles minus
What?
11.
I just got
What?
confused.
What?
Yeah, I'm taking the Commanders and Heineke. I said that.
No, you didn't.
Oh, well, let me
You
relay
just
it.
said you were taking the minus, but before that you were talking about taking the Commanders. So
Yeah,
we're
Commanders.
cleared up. We're
Plus
cleared
11.
up.
Dude, our brains.
Yeah.
We're cleared up.
Our brains.
Jungle
All right.
Jam,
All right.
Slim.
So, yeah.
I'm
So,
gonna-
on this game, it's Henry and me, Henry and I on, that sounds like a book. Henry and I. No, but it's Henry and I on Commanders plus 11. Zach's on Eagles minus
Minus
11.
11.
All right.
Correct. And also, one game I'm going to kind of throw out there that I'm watching this week. It's not football. It's going to be a college basketball game. It's a Friday night game. It's Michigan State and Gonzaga on the carrier in California. They are playing outside on the United States Naval Carrier. It's going to be a great game. Gonzaga is a great ball club. Michigan State, they always are ready to come out fighting in these games. It's going to be really cool because it's outdoors, so tune in if you get a chance.
Where's that at?
It's in California. It's on the U.S. Midway.
Oh, that's like the aircraft carrier.
The carrier game.
Shit.
Yeah.
Carrier game, outdoors.
That's sick.
It's going to be super sick. But the way Gonzaga always is when they're double-digit favorites, they cover. I think Gonzaga, nothing changes. Gonzaga is going to blow them out. But great game to watch if you get an opportunity. Other than that, big kick to the college basketball season. We'll start talking a lot more about that here in the next coming weeks. Follow our Instagram page on that. And any live game bets, make sure you're following us so you can see those because a lot of the times we like to cover. Other than that, I'm going to go ahead and finish it up with our locks of the week.
Yeah, locks of the week. And like we said, keep checking our social pages because, like we said, we record these on Wednesday at the latest. Sometimes we record them on Tuesdays. So there's material changes. So like just keep up with our social pages and we'll give you the updates as you need them.
Zach, what do we got for the college locks?
College locks, we're going Ohio State over 58. That's at -115 right now. We got Max at Baylor over 53.5. That's a -110 right now. We got Henry with the Liberty Flames -13.
Liberty!
Tease it down right now. It's sitting at 14.5. Tease it down 13.5. Throw it in the parlay.
Because it's a steal of a deal.
And then we got our fallen soldier out for the week right now. Bryant, Oklahoma -8 at -110. That's going to total at 1060 parlay.
On 100.
Let's stay
That's
hot.
a G-note.
Let's stay hot with it.
All right, Max. What do we got on the NFL locks of the week?
So NFL, we're going Zach, Jags, Chiefs over 50.5. I love that.
Under 50.
Under 50.5. I don't love that actually.
You love it. Don't lie.
I mean, I'm only undefeated, so whatever.
Locks
You
of
gotta
lock.
love
What
it.
do we
All right.
got?
All right, so Zach, like I said, let me correct that. Under 50.5 for Jags, Chiefs. Max, myself, Saints -1.5.
He's undefeated, folks.
Undefeated. Bounce back week for the Saints. Henry, you got Lions +3.5. This is worrisome. This is worrisome for me, but fuck it. Henry's gonna do what he's gonna do. Bryant is Bills Vikings over 43.5. That was my backup lock. Since he took it, I did the Saints, which is I'm just as confident about, so don't let that deter you. But yeah, I love that Bills Vikings 43.5. Even if Josh Allen doesn't play, Case Keenum is a reliable quarterback that can sling the ball. It's a revenge game for him and Diggs. They're gonna want to put up points. They're gonna want to stack that fucking scoreboard. Let's go.
And with that being said, you could see that game get up over 50, like I said. So get it early if you can, especially if they're going to end up playing. Other than that, have a great week. Gambl'n Garage, we're out of here.
Yeah, no, but P.S. Take that early. Take that right now because if Allen plays, that over will bump up another tutty.
Also,
So-
like, follow, subscribe the YouTube channel, fuckers.
Boo, yeah!
Yeah, hit those links, baby.
Let's win some money.